So Arsenal 1, Manchester City 3, Kevin De Bruyne's playground, as per usual. Some poor, shocking loser performances out there tonight. I think Zinchenko still thought he played for Man City because he was against us. No VAR conspiracies tonight because obviously we got a VAR decision. Penalty, Bosch, job done, Saka. And calamity clown shenanigans in defence, bullied, outfought. Blame Partey all you like for being injured, or don't blame him for being injured, but blame the result on him being injured all you like. Jorginho was one of our better players. The rest of them were a shambles. Matty, what did you make of that, mate?
Lee Gunner, I went into this game. I initially said it was going to be a draw. Deep in my heart, I was praying for a win. We went down 1-0, came back 1-1. And I was looking to see what Arteta would do at halftime, and Arteta did what he normally does at halftime. Absolutely nothing. There's a reality check that has to come into play today, Lee. We have hit the iceberg. The ship is sinking. Gilligan's Island settings, baby. And we are the SS Minnow. We looked like a team that had no business in the top 4 today. And the mentality from the suits all the way down to the pitch has reared its head today. 3-1. I want people to let that sink in. This is the team that everybody was saying that they were looking for. You lucky I forgot what I was going to bring. I've got some seasoning right here too. I was going to bring my fish seasoning out today and show what seasoning looks like.
So you have actually been to the fishmongers then, because the club forgot.
Yeah, because they said, I was told that we were going to fry fish, bigger fish to fry, and quite frankly, they didn't even get the fish because we look like trash. We look like trash. We have looked like trash. This is 4 games running, y'all. Remember I told y'all several months ago, I said that Arteta, his ability to coach will be the biggest hurdle because he has a massive problem with coaching in critical situations. It's his biggest flaw. When there's no plan A, there's no B, C, D, E, F, G. There's none. January, we needed a striker. Everybody knew it. What did we get? Absolutely nothing. We asked, you went to the table, you put $60, $70 million on the table for Salcedo. That's not good enough. You put $90 million on the table for Mudryk, who was never on his way to coming. You've wasted another January transfer window, Lee. Another missed opportunity. When are fans of this club going to stop worried about what we're saying when it comes to what we're doing? But when are y'all going to hold these people that say they want to challenge? That because that's what the man said back in July. He said, I want to challenge this year. Well, tonight was an opportunity to challenge. January was an opportunity to challenge. Where is this club headed, Lee? Where are we headed? Because tonight was a strong litmus test as to where we are. This is the second time we've lost to this team in less than a month. People, do you realize this is cause for concern? And then if you think it's going to get any easier, we've got Aston Villa, who's going to have a point to prove after their performance last week. And then we've got a litany of teams that we normally struggle with. And most of these games are away from home. Where are the adults in the room here? Because we need to look at there needs to be someone looking at Edu and then Arteta. I'm getting ready to get back on Arteta, man, because buddy, you have to coach in these kind of situations. Zinchenko was off form the entire night. It was an absolute disgrace. The first goal was an absolute shambles. What did y'all do in practice this week?
Yeah.
What were you looking at? What were you watching? Clear, they must have watched. They had to be watching the Three Stooges, Mama's House. They had to be watching Bill Cosby. They was watching all kind of other stuff. They were not watching the performances from the past weekly, and that's a huge cause for concern because there was no change. That means you're doing the same thing over and over and over. Enquires 3 times in front of goal. What did he deliver? Absolutely nothing. There's no phone credit left on the card. There's nothing on the card. Stop dialing the number. We are in trouble, Lee. We are in trouble. Trust me, I did not want to see it get to this point, but Lee, we are in major, major trouble.
We've been saying we're one Jesus or Thomas Partey injury away from capitulation. We are 3.5 years in, £400 million spent, and we don't have a bench.
Lee, I don't understand what people are getting paid to do here. I don't understand it, man. And I'm being serious as a heart attack tonight, y'all. This is not joking around. I'm serious because there's no way you can tell me you looked at this squad at the way it is now and said this is enough to get us over the line. Surely they're not that naive over there, Lee. That they will look at this lineup and tell.
Well, they're not that naive, but they've never wanted to be in a title race. We got the CEO going on Sky Sports on the 12th of Jan saying the aim's top 4. That's our CEO.
Yeah,
so the aim was top 4. So it's enough to get over the line for top 4. So they've done their jobs. Yeah. Round and round we go again.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna be frank, man. Until people decide they're tired of it, they're not gonna be tired of it. We're tired of it. You've got a contingent of people. You've got. I can reel off about 20 people I know personally that are tired of it. But that's not enough. We need 20 million people to say we're tired of it. Because enough is enough as far as I'm concerned. But I mean, if this is the way it's going to be, that we're going to just fade away, as Mike Tyson would say, we're going to fade into Bolivian. If that's what we're going to do, then that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to sit right here each week. I'm going to come in and I'm going to just bring the hammer, just like we did tonight. We're going to give you a raw assessment of what we see, and what we saw tonight was absolute trash. And there's some players in that first team that need to be looked at in the offseason. Fabio Vieira was a $34 million mistake. What did he offer, Lee? Well, it was almost laughable. Why is he on this? Why is he coming on? For what? For what?
Because he's the only one on the bench that can come on.
I mean, Brother Trossard can't get a start. Can't get a start. Tonight would have been the night. Hey, you know what? Let's try something raw and different. Let's
try Martinelli up front. Let's throw Pep off track.
Yeah, let's do something raw. Something unseen. Nope. Shows up. The only difference he brings in Tamayasu, which I mean, responsible for the first goal. He made up for it, but man, that first goal, that kind of really set the tone. And
there's a goalkeeper on that goal. Kenny made a great point on his fan cam. He said if the goalkeeper stays in his line, he's still 25 yards out.
This is true. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, this is true. Not only that, Lee, but I'm going to bring up this point. A reason why we're seeing a lot of these stupid goals, these back pass goals, is because that's what they're doing. That's what they've been instructed by the manager to do.
Yeah.
This is why I hate that passing back to the goalkeeper crap. I'm old school. Anybody from the old school, remember what he used to do? You just hoof it up front and you deal with it up there.
If in doubt, kick it out.
Kick it out. Yep. This manager, this regime, I have had it up to here with them. I am sick and tired of the foolishness that they pump out. And, they're out tweeting, oh, well, we fought hard, No. 3-1 at home. Now, we got to go to the Etihad on April 26th.
Bro, they've beaten us 11 straight times in the Premier League.
Let me also throw this out there, Lee. What's today? Wednesday, right? Today's Wednesday. Now, y'all think y'all ready to compete on next year when we play on Tuesday and Wednesday nights? Ask yourself that question. Do you think y'all ready?
When Man United are going to go and spend, Chelsea are going to go and spend, City are going to go and spend,
Newcastle's going to spend.
Newcastle are going to spend. Where are we going to finish? If we don't win it this year, we ain't winning it ever again, mate.
I don't think people realize that, Lee. I don't think people realize that it's not guaranteed we're going to be even competing. I want you to let that sink in. It's no guarantee we're going to compete next year. There's no guarantee. So what's the excuse going to be next year? Well, we're going to focus on the Champions League. Brother, we can't even get this right.
It's crazy, isn't it? And around we go, mate. That's why I say the fans are the single biggest problem at this football club, because the ownership, the CEO, and all the other hierarchy pedal out fourth is a trophy, top 4, and this fan base, instead of writing and kicking off and going nuts, accept it.
Yeah, lap it up. I mean, this tonight, to watch this league disintegrate. And by right, me and you we have applauded this team this year when it was time to applaud. We stayed off our tail most of the season. But if you notice, these last 4 games, the old cracks have started to show up. And this is the same cracks that we saw at the same time last year, where it was just starting to fall apart. And I told you, when Arsenal go on these losing streaks, we go on them big, and it's usually spectacular. And here we go.
Emery's up next, bro.
Oh, he's got a point to prove, bro.
Last time he played us, we scored a goal in 2 games against him and got knocked out, and that was with a Golden Boot winner.
Yeah, I mean, bro, we in major trouble, man. We're in major trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, get your life rafts and make sure you got your swimming gear, because the ship is sinking.
100%. And on that bombshell, make sure you sub to Matty's channel. Link in the description, people. We're out of here. Adios, amigos.
Edu out.